If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a very interesting play review. Here we have the upgraded What If Florian Thauvin. 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, high attacking work rate, medium defensive, left-footed. I didn't review the non-upgraded version. What was he, 87? I tried, but I didn't get on with him very well at all. He was very frustrating. I'll get into why in just a second, and if those frustrations come through in the upgrade as well. In terms of stats, I mean, now that we have Foot Birthday, and obviously I know that's gone now, but we had all those Foot Birthday cards, and most of them were like 5-star, 4-star in some way or another. So having a 3-star weak foot player is a little bit frustrating, because obviously I'm reviewing him during, or I was reviewing him during Foot Birthday, so he's surrounded by players with 5-star, 4-star, 5-star, 5-star, and then we come to him, so you notice it a little bit more. It's not game breaking or anything, it's not card breaking. I wouldn't want to like, oh, I won't use him because of his weak foot, but it is, obviously, it was just very noticeable, so I thought I'd tell you about it, because obviously he's just surrounded by 5-star, 5-star players. 91 acceleration, 87 sprint speed, 91 positioning, 91 shot power, 87 finishing with 91 short passing. Good crossing at 90 as well, which is decent. The only stat within passing that isn't very good are his free kicks, which to a lot of people won't matter anyway. Most of us have designated, yeah, free kick takers. Dribbling across the board, apart from balance, everything is in the 90s and looking, I mean, spicy. That's the best word I can use to describe that. 94 agility, 92 reactions, 93 ball control, 91 dribbling and 90 composure. Decent in the air with 83 heading and 86 jumping. He's only 5'10", but he can win the ball. And 91 stamina as well, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a good card on paper. Not a bad card at all. Price-wise, I mean, it depends what day it is, which way the wind's blowing, and your console of choice, but between 205 and 250 depending on Xbox, PC, PlayStation. So yeah, it does entirely depend. Of course, the Xbox is the cheaper of the 3 platforms, and that's always the case. Well, mostly always the case anyway. But yeah, let's move on. So why didn't I release the first review? As we go into the team, by the way, you can see, you know, Paulinho, 5-star, 4-star. Diata's not a 5-star, 4-star player, I don't think, but he's still, I think, 4-star, 4-star. And you've got a couple of other Foot Birthdays in there. Even the goalkeeper has better weak foot and skill moves than Florian Thauvin does. It's a decent looking team. I know Giggs is very questionable, but to be fair, in the position that we play him in, he's actually pretty decent. Let's move on to the gameplay, because there are a few things in here that are magnificent, and then there are a few things in here which really do make you scratch your head, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't release the review the first time round. He frustrated me to the point where I gave up on it. I couldn't be bothered. He's one of those players, you know, not because he's not very good, because I'm sure a lot of people liked the card before the upgrade and they like the card now that he's had his upgrade, but it's just one of those players for some reason that I just didn't get on with. I wasn't enjoying it and I just binned it off. He took a shot, right? This wasn't in this session. This was in before he got his upgrade. I was through on goal, and I was in a position to score. I think it was we were losing or we were drawing, one or the other, and it was in the 85th minute or something. And he was on his stronger foot, his left side. He is left-footed. Remember, he's got a 3-star weak foot, and he did that. He did exactly the same thing as that. Instead of using the left to bend it round the keeper, he uses his weaker foot and kicks it straight at the keeper. And because it's a finesse shot, it's an awful shot. It's not the right shot type at all for that position with that foot. Even if he had a 5-star weak foot, he would not have scored that. Why didn't he not kick it with his left? That is something that Florian Thauvin does all the goddamn time. It is so annoying that he doesn't know which foot is his strongest foot. It's really, really frustrating. And that's one of the reasons why in the first review that I went to do, I gave up on it, because he did it once, which annoyed me. But the second time he did it, wow, it was bad. And then you get this card. Not a lot of power on it. Balloons it over the bar. The other shot that he had, of course, he chose the wrong foot and kicked it with his right where he could have gone with his left. At this point, I'm starting to think he's scoring goals. He is doing relatively well, so I'm sure most people will get on with him. but he is still one of those players I hate. I can't stand him. He's just really annoying me. I was scrutinising everything that he did. Even though he was passing really well, his movement was good, his link-up play with the strikers, Diatta in particular, was absolutely, it was really good. He was very, very good, actually, with him together. But for some reason, I couldn't shake those previous chances that he had. And I don't think I would ever have come round to liking him. But then things got a little bit worse as the review went on, because he annoyed me again. But this time he annoyed me far more than ever before. And it was in a game where I think was it this game? It might even be this game. You know, we're losing 5-3. At some point, I think we were 5-2 down. And we throw everything forward. We get into a good position here. Bang, he scores a good goal. Well done. Happy days. And we're back in the game at 5-4. Same game. We are moments away from the edge, or from the end of the game. He plays it back out to Paulinho. He gets a lovely ball in. What are you doing? How have you missed that?
You'll try my patience, witch?
Is exactly what I was asking myself. I could not believe it, and at that point I was like, that's it. I hate this card. It doesn't matter if he scores a hat-trick in 8 minutes in the next game. Doesn't matter if he wins us and or every game from now until the end of the review, and he gets me to... so he scores that one. How do you score that and miss the other one? It doesn't make any sense. And again, he scored the goal in that game to take us from being 2-0 down to winning 4-3. I think we go on and score more as well. But it's just one of those cards. I'm never going to get on with him. I don't like him. However, that's not to say that you won't, right? I hold grudges in real life against people, and I hold them in FIFA against cards. And for me, Florian Thauvin in real life, banging player. Loved him in FIFA 19, actually, when he had a fair few special right-wing cards. And I can understand why people would really like him in this game, because he's actually very good. But because he's annoyed me on more than one occasion and cost us the comeback of dreams, I cannot like him. So one enjoyment is a bit of a laugh. I know I'm messing around. Obviously, I have to explain these things, but still, I won't ever use him again. I really, you know, one of those cards. You're on my list, and I'm never going to use you. I'll give you a chance next FIFA. But for those who don't hold grudges, I'm sure this is going to be a very good card. Like I said, he's very good on the ball. He passes well. His ball control in general is good. He's really good for links. Of course, links to Mbappe and Diatta and all the rest of it. And his finishing, for the most part, is actually quite solid. He has a few consistency issues, like I said, with using the wrong foot, etc. But for the most part, he's a very good card. I would actually recommend him, despite the fact that I really didn't like him myself. But there we go. If you have enjoyed this play review, do me a favour and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel for new. And until the next time, goodbye.